So this is my summary video of my assessment and learning resource that I've created for my topic portfolio, which is transition pieces. So if I just go into my assessment of topic here, so here I've used as a source of motivation or intrinsic motivation for students, I have highlighted how transition pieces could be manufactured in order to connect two separate pieces of exhaust manifolds together. So I've used the example here, seen here on the new Lexus IS300 NVIDIA, being used to connect a rectangular end pipe to a circular mid pipe. So I've highlighted where they could be used in real life to kind of get you motivated, kind of gets them interested in the question, and to try to get them kind of to engage better rather than just showing them the question and getting them to do it. And so then when I'm tackling this question in class or going through this question with students in class, I will use the learning resources that I've created and kind of integrate them into the lesson themselves before we do the question or during the question, to try kind of act as a supplementary aid or preliminary aid before going into the question. So if I just go up to my first learning resource here, so here I've created a template that I will be handing out to students, and students will be creating a model of a transition piece themselves using this template that I would have provided for the students. So this kind of again gets them to have a better understanding of the key principles behind transition pieces, such as a triangulation method seen here that students will be using to create the triangulated surfaces for the transition piece, but also when using or creating the SolidWorks model as well, it kind of gets students to understand some other key principles, such as the rabatment method that is used to find the true surface or the true shape of the triangulated surfaces, and also the developments, which is kind of the key principle behind it as well. So it kind of helps students understand all of these kind of key basic principles of the transition pieces before we kind of tackle this assessment topic itself. And it helps kind of students, you know, it kind of acts as a progressive challenge for students. Rather than throwing them a question and getting them to do it, we can kind of run through the learning resources that we've created in class and kind of integrate them all into the same lesson to kind of get students, build students up to the question and ensure that they have a good grasp of the underpinning principles with this topic before we start this question, or as we kind of use this question. So if students are kind of having difficulties understanding it, we can then go back to our resources and then kind of help alleviate some of them difficulties that they might be having. So that's just kind of a run through of my assessment and my kind of rationale for my resources that I've used. Thanks very much.